Alright everyone, we're back. Welcome back to Let's Stream the Banner Saga 2. Oh man, we're talking about 80s metal, huh? I want to actually see what this watch recap is. I bet it recaps what we did in the first game, but let's check it out. I haven't seen it before.
When the sun stopped in the sky, life continued as normal. Then the stone-armored dredge reappeared, ancient foes from the far northern reaches, and the world was thrown into chaos. Giant Varl defenders were slaughtered, their strongholds destroyed. Now Hakon is the Varl king and protects who is left of his race. Rook, a humble hunter and father of Alette, found himself leading frightened clansmen towards safety. His caravan crossed paths with Juno and Eyvind, two of the mysterious spellweavers known as Menders, who know something about the massive mountain-breaking serpent on the loose. In Borsgard, a town under the protection of the mercenary leader Bolverk, both Varl and human stood against a dredge general, the immortal Sunder, known as Bellower. Juno devised a way to stop Bellower, but it cost the life of one held dear.
Oh, okay, so you're not going to tell us specifically what we did.
The Saga
All right.
continues.
Fine. I thought it was going to be more catered to specifically what we did. Stuttery animation, really? Well, we'll see if it continues into the actual resumption of the game. Here we go. Where did we leave off? I don't remember. Training tent. Let's skip it. Let's talk to Eyvind. You watch for a moment as Eyvind, Juno's apprentice and the mender found nearly dead at Ridgehorn, moves his staff in a complex pattern, repairing some armor. Eyvind says, "Not a bad festival trick, right? Care to give it a try?" Mending? Me? Yeah, really, me? Ha! I think I said exactly the same thing the first time a mender asked me to try. Everybody's experiencing the lag, huh? I don't know what could be causing it on account of the fact that I don't have my stream open this time. That's what was causing it the first time around. It says, I thought you had to be born under a blood moon or be from a certain clan. Eyvind says, it certainly helps if you suckled from a she-wolf as a babe. Eyvind smiles. Anyone can be a mender, but the training can be difficult. Let says, I'm not sure I like the way that sounds. Eyvind says, you've already completed many of the lessons. Tending to wounds, endurance trials, focus amid distractions. It comes naturally to you. Yeah, then what would I have to do if I said yes? Eyvind says, you'd have to practice day and night. Eyvind looks up toward the unmoving sun. You'd have to practice quite a bit. It wouldn't be easy. Might not even be popular with the clansmen. They're a little skittish around Juno and me. Let says, you're not making it sound that great. Eyvind says, I've never been much of a recruiter, but mending has its advantages, both on and off the battlefield. Let says, like healing someone who lost an arm to a Sunder. She's talking about Ivor there. Eyvind grins and picks up the armor. Eyvind says, hopefully not. Anyway, mull it over. We'll talk about it again. I've got to check on the fighter who was wearing this. Just the cut scene. Okay. Let's check out the training tent. Well, come on in. Let's have a look at you. Sven, the trainer, says, oh boy, look at this guy. After a quick assessment, he says, yup, looks like you could stand to learn a few things. I've got 5 challenges for you, and if you can finish them all before we get to Arborong, well, I'll let everyone know you've impressed me. Ha! Sven's laughter is full of phlegm. Let's start with a few of the basics. You think about what he's saying. Feel up to the challenge? I'm ready, sure. Then we begin, Sven barks. I didn't do the training at all in the first game. Oh ho. Click an objective marker to see detailed instructions. When Hakon or any Varl warrior attacks a target, all enemies adjacent to the target also take damage. If your archer is stationary and the enemy's armor is damaged, kill him. Position your raider adjacent to an ally. Okay. Sure. Let's do this. Ooh, you bastard. Armor break of 1. But you can do 2 extra, huh? Oh my god. Kill an enemy using puncture. Who has puncture? Wow. That's a lot of willpower. Ugh, okay, so much for my archer. Shit. I don't think I'm going to be able to do these other two. I think puncture was my archer's ability. Heavy impact. I don't even know. I think that's one of Hakon's, but I'm not sure. Yeah, just kill him. Failure. But my renown grows. Wait a minute, I can get renown by doing this? No, I got 0. If I had finished all 3, would I have gotten renown? More challenge sessions or spar anytime you like. Okay, so when there's a challenge session, I guess, huh? Just want to swing at each other? Maybe another time. That is a bit different from the first game. The first game, it doesn't mention anything about challenges. Good night, Metro. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate seeing you around. One or more of your units is injured. Penalty to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. Yes, we knew that. Holy shit, there's a lot of people that we need to upgrade. You know, we don't know who's going to stay with us for the long haul, so maybe we should wait a little bit on the promotions. Let's go with that for now. Anyway. Echo Crazy Pants, you're right. He has not become less crazy, has he? Okay. Let's leave. Oh, that's right, we're on boats. Clansman Forge +7. Hey! You look at all the food freshly placed in the supply carts. What's this all about, you ask Oadleaf. Clansmen are trying to help as much as possible now, she says. Whenever they can, they'll forage for nuts and berries or fish and hunt. Hey, thank you, guys. That's awesome. She hands you a piece of fruit. They may not know how to fight, but they can keep us alive by keeping us fed. Sweet. The crowd begins to cheer from one of the long ships as a man struggles with his fishing net. As his catch nears the surface, some voice concerns. You're close enough to make out a large shape in what looks like fur or hair in the net. Keep watching as the man hauls it out, I guess. Bear cub, shouts the man with the net. Long dead. What's it mean? Superstitions blow across the ships like a gale. Talk of plagues and famine make eyes go wide. You notice Bulwark at the bow of his ship, staring at the cub and brooding more than usual. Alright. Nothing came of that. For now, anyway. Time on the cramped longships is proving too much for the children. They're climbing ropes, interrupting rowers, constantly leaning over the sides to touch the water. Some Varl and clansmen look annoyed. Yeah, let's concentrate the families. Then everybody else doesn't have to worry about it, hopefully. You order the longships alongside each other before revealing your plan. Some are shocked and reluctantly follow, while others agree with your decision. The rearrangement takes more time than you expected, but the vessels are soon moving again, with children only climbing over those with children of their own. Yeah, see? That's how it should be. Bold Jerk is correct, yes. I don't like that guy. It's like a burnt-out village up here. A desperate-looking lot of adults and Varl stand on the shoreline, waving you down. You probably look similar going anywhere with Ivor. Huh? You probably look similar going anywhere with Ivor. Oh, we look like they do. Okay. They look hungry, but can they be trusted? Slow the boats and ask their needs. The basics, the Varl says. Food, safety, trade routes are empty. Of the 24 humans, half look like they've seen battle. Let's invite them aboard. Everyone carefully files onto a couple of the less burdened ships and starts eating. Clip, the Varl says, which you take as his name and as his appreciation. Wonder if he'll be able to join us in fights. Smoke from a village catches everyone's attention, and the longships begin to slow. I doubt these scraps of wood we're floating on can hold many more, Ivor says. You feel the governor's gaze on you, and he slowly shakes his head. You want me to turn my back on them? It's not that, Ivor says, just that if you try for too much, sometimes you're worse off than not trying at all. Let's help as many as we can. I think Alette's feeling like she needs to do as much as she can for everybody that she meets at this point. When the ships land, you and a few others rush toward the smoke, but the closer you get, the stranger the situation. There's no sounds of battle or people panicking to put out the fires. Uh-oh. Keep going, Bulwark growls. We'll see what the dead are carrying. Varl's comment defies tradition, but so do many things about him. Let's push on. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? The barn is the only thing burning. No one is around. Unusual, Oldleaf says. Some kind of trick? Maybe that fire trapped someone else? Yeah, maybe. Nah, this feels like a trick, but let's look around for supplies. The village is stripped of anything useful. Those around you are frustrated by the wasted effort. You slowly trudge back to the ships and find Ruga pacing. We were ambushed by some bandits while you were away, he says. They took off in a ship with supplies. We'll be even more crowded now. Makes me think we shouldn't be helping anyone but ourselves from now on. Others voice their agreement. Ah! Damn. Hey, some forage. Nice. Thanks, guys. Back to the boats. You were right, Frankie. I should have done that. The hell, children? A large clump of hazelnut trees looks like a good place for clansmen to stretch their legs and gather supplies. Once on land, the children laugh while kicking around leather-wrapped balls of rags. You notice a Varl on the edge of the clearing, silently staring into the woods. He's watching a lone dredge grunt stalk a squirrel. Might be 100 of them in these woods. The Varl's whisper is still loud enough to scare the squirrel and alert the grunt. It looks at you and the Varl before slowly backing up. If the dredge wants to back up, I think we should back up. You hold up your hands and back away too. The Varl follows your lead and the dredge cocks its head, watching. Then it turns and runs. The caravan later discusses what it could mean, but all seem too overjoyed by the amount of nuts they collected to worry. Okay. Wow. Okay, sure.
Carved rock on a vacant island. Azalai's godstone almost looks lonely.
The Godstone. Kind of sounded like Bjork there for a second. Carved a rock on a lonely stone. She's even more beautiful than the songs say. Whoa, what the? Oh, we can click on it, okay. The clansmen and Varl are admiring the Godstone when you notice some are missing. It's Bulwark and his ravens, Aleo says. They looked rather upset by my music and all the singing. He shrugs. If they'd rather hang around that large cart instead of joining us, I won't take it personally, but come closer. Let me introduce you to Asalai, the god of streaming waters. She is the curves of every river, a guide for those of us traveling unfamiliar lands. The Skald runs a finger over the small etchings in the stone. Inscriptions from all those who were lost but found a way back home with her help. Some say her stone shows the struggle of leaving the familiar to see what's over the next hill. Aleo looks at the ropes tied around parts of her and smiles. Before the gods died, her stone supposedly stood tall and moved a few steps each year. So people are always trying to make sure she stays put. Bye, Fletch. Thanks for coming out. Aleo looks at you, grinning. Have you the strength to hold her, or a gift with which to entice her? Let's pull on one of the stronger ropes, I guess? Yes, you're absolutely right, Frankie. That's exactly how this is. You wrap your hands around one of the larger ropes and begin to pull. Ooh. It feels as pointless as expected, and Asalai's Godstone does not budge. Suddenly you are joined by Hakon and Ivor, who lend their great strength. Others quickly join until the rope snaps and everyone sprawls into a laughing heap. You return to where the clansmen have set up camp and see someone, a woman in torn robes, slip from your tent. What? She blends in with the other families, and after making sure nothing is amiss in your tent, you let it go. Achievement unlocked, Asalai. Number of clansmen and fighters are shown here. We know this already. It's important to keep enough trained fighters available, but keep in mind that fighters consume more supplies than clansmen and are less effective at foraging. Okay, that's a new dynamic in this game. We did not have that in the first game. We'll do training here in a second. Let's talk to Hakon. The two Varl look deep in conversation, but Ivor catches your eye and waves you over. Hakon says, "So, they've all armed themselves and are running from something. But what?" Ivor says, "Hakon's becoming a dredge scholar, trying to understand the motivations of our enemy." Hakon says, "It's just strange that we've never seen their women fight until recently." I think he's talking about dredge women, like the Stone Singers. I think the Stone Singers are women. Good thing, too. We might have lost the Great Wars. You think about what to say. What happened back then? Yeah, let's get a recap. Hakon says, "A great deal of killing on both sides. Imagine waking up to dredge attacks every night. Back then, the sun actually set. You wake up to a sound and see nothing but glowing eyes around you. Ingvar probably told you we never got close to pushing them back to the depths they call home." Let says, "Actually, Ivor has never said much about the past." Hakon says, "Oh?" Ivor says nothing, just holds Hakon's stare. Hakon says, "Well, he's probably got more stories than you could hear in your short lifetime." Has anyone ever talked to Dredge? Yes, that's an interesting question. Given what we've learned about the Dredge, they have children, there are men and women, they seem to be on the run from some greater evil, they're not just attacking for the hell of it. Have we ever actually tried to communicate with them? Both Varro look at each other. Hakon says, "There are rumors that some have tried and been killed in the process." Ivor says, "A lot of nonsense. Scald tales about the sound of a dredge's voice making your skin fall off." Let says, "So there's been no communication with the enemy? Is that normal?" Hakon says, "We were too busy killing to worry about a fireside chat. Besides, they only ever make warbling sounds." Ivor says, "I'd guess if anyone has talked to them, it'd be the Valka. Good luck getting them to give you a straight answer." What the hell are the Valka? Juno says there's a darkness coming. Hakon says, "But what Valkas say and mean..." Oh, Valkas are the Menders? "Say and mean aren't always the same. They speak in riddles and in prophecy." Ivor says, "Still, might explain why the dredge are everywhere, like someone kicked an anthill. Maybe whatever's coming hit them first." Hakon says, "Or maybe it's just a new tactic for a new war." Let says, "If they've learned to crack the ground and call a giant serpent..." Ivor says, "Then we're all dead and just don't know it yet." I'll leave you to figuring out the big issues. Ivor says, "You should know the clansmen have been talking about us killing women and children, dredge or not. It's not sitting well with everyone, which is probably the way it should be." Hakon says, "I say if it's us or them, we make sure we're still standing." Talking about killing dredge women and children, I presume. Hakon's words weigh on you, but there's nothing more to say. Excuse me, had to cough there for a second. Train fighters, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Should we do training now, I guess? "Well, come on in, let's have a look at you," Sven, the trainer, says. The trainer looks past you at some boys and girls eager to learn. "Teaching fighting to the young," Sven muses. "They won't go back to hunting and foraging for food, you know. Sure you want to go through with it?" "Well, we only have 12 fighters, so yeah." Sven blows out all his air through flapping lips. "Then let's get it done. How many you want fighting for you?" Let's go with 50. 100 would be most of the clansmen. Let's just go with 50. Aye, Sven says, and leave most of the others with their families where they belong. He starts calling a few forward and turns to you. Got food for the day of training? Sure, let's start. Consider it done. Sven whistles through his missing teeth. Oh, that happened automatically. Okay, I thought maybe we'd have to fight, but no. Normal caravan mode does not affect your hero's willpower in battle. Maintain sufficient supplies and rest in camp to improve morale. Let's rest. A day. Should we get going? Ah, Frankie, good one. That's good. Turn to Aragorn saying, it's the beards. Shouts from one of the rear longships grab everyone's attention. The quick construction is proving faulty, and the ship is taking on water fast. With dredge on the bank and all other ships almost at capacity, you consider your options. Ooh. Bank the longships for repairs. Have the clansmen board other ships. Dump supplies to make room on other longships. Ask ship... Okay, let's ask for advice. We'll need her out of the water, says one. Nonsense, just plug the holes with some cloth and tar for now, says another. As they argue, clansmen begin jumping from the sinking vessel, grabbing for ropes and extended oars. Most make it aboard other ships, but not all. So, it looks like by not making a decision, we made one, which was we let the ship sink and everybody just grabbed onto what they could. Damn. It's a lesson Alette will not soon forget. A cool breeze across the water works its way into your cloak. You shift to block the wind and feel something press into your hip. You feel around and find an item in your pack, but do not remember obtaining it. Asselai's trail. Huh. It's interesting. Something from the Godstone that was somehow given to us by a breeze. Oh, I don't like the sound of this. The sheer cliffs and boulder-strewn waters of the southern bank dictate the longship's course. The droning sounds of the dredge accent their quicker pace as they follow your ships along the northern bank. Dust and mist make it hard to see ahead. A hissing, rumbling noise grows all around. Waterfall! Shouts the sharp-eyed Nid from the bow of her longship. Oars instantly reverse and you nearly lose your balance. Shit. Yes, I agree with you, Ciara. This is much more dense, I think, than the last game. Oh boy. The roar of the approaching waterfall clouds your thoughts. Though you overloaded the ships with clansmen you picked up, the archer's keen sight and warning provides some time to react. Only 2 ships fall to the power of the overwhelming current, though the screams of the family's fighters and Varl are difficult to move past. Ooh, God, we lost 2 ships. The remaining ship's rowers pull hard, heading for the dredge-lined northern bank. In their haste, the vessels smash against sharp, split rocks as they push towards the shore. Some fighters are thrown from the boats, sinking in mud under the weight of their armor. Oh my God, this is horrible. Ugh. The long ships are too spread out to command a unified landing. Amid the chaos, you look at those nearby. Gris, a stout Varl warrior, and a few others like him look ready to rush the dredge. Bulwark and his company are close to you, hauling their sealed cart off the ship. You consider your options. I think Alette would take the lead here. Follow me, we push them back. Everyone on the longship jumps out as one. Rocks from slingers clack off shields, and soon you're engaged in the chaos of battle. Oh boy. Who have we got? We have Ivor. We have Hakon. Mogan? Gunnulf? Nid. Let's do this. I don't know, man. Wait, what's your, it doesn't show me your thing. Uh-oh. What, oh, dip. What's happening here, game? Stop it. Okay, you have this. Ivor has that, 3 break. Gunnulf has that, 2 strength. Mogan has that. 1 move, 10% dodge strength attacks. Ivan, 1 strength resist. Two willpower on rest. One strength. Maybe I'll give that one to Nid. Alright, let's try it. Train more fighters? Time to take them away for you before they even see combat. Indeed. Here we go. Oh my god. Fight with everything you've got. Alright, well, we're not fighting all of them. We're fighting these guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 of them, and 2 of them can call additional bastards. Alright, let's try this. Okay, we'll try it. I don't know how this is gonna go. Shit! Didn't think he was gonna be able to march all the way up there. Fuck. Watch your flank! Something from this... Oh, shit. What the fuck? Wait a minute, what the hell are these things? Skulkers. Can move through allies. Becomes invisible and skulks a target. Reappears and attacks, signaling its pack mates to attack the same target. Okay. That's interesting. No, it's going invisible. Ah! Ugh, they're creepy. More of those damn skulkers. Oh, what? Come on! What the hell? Why are you sending more? Alright, well, we can kill a couple of them anyway. Oh! Wait a minute, is he in the fight now? What? What the fuck? Come on! This is insane. For fuck's sake. This is a hazard. To avoid it, you can carefully plan your next movement by clicking waypoints tile by tile before confirming you move. Yeah? Ugh. This is insane. No, no! Ivor! Oh, well, he deflected it all. That's good. That's weird. Okay, you guys can do almost nothing over there. No! No! No, I think they don't attack the dredge. Seems like they're only attacking me. Damn, okay. Wait a minute, battering ram. No, we don't want to do that. Damn. Ouch. Nice. It's long range, baby. No worries, I don't think we have to worry about getting caught by that. No. Can't hit anybody. Okay, fine. Okay, that gets rid of those two bastards. Oh, no you don't. Damn. So pretty much Ivor has to kill him because Hakon probably won't get a chance. Okay. Damn, Hakon's down. Okay, Gunnulf, do your foul deed. Well, we almost got out of there without anybody getting injured. Holy crap, that's a lot. Thank you. That's great. Hakon, who has a concussion, works his way through frantic clansmen on his way to you. Hakon says, "We lost some good Varl on those ships. Humans too, but you saved more of those along the way. Maybe too many. Uh-oh." You look at Hakon with disbelief. "I'm not saying I would have done things different, but some of those ships were too weighted down. As far as we know, this group is all that's left of my kind. Each Varl death is one step closer to being wiped out." Alright, he makes a decent point. For a moment, the Varl King looks more vulnerable than you have ever seen him before. Hakon squints into the distance. Hakon says, "Their next attack is coming, and this time they'll come in force." That wasn't in force. What do they want? "They seemed keen on our supplies, but that can't be it, can it?" Let's says, "I don't know, maybe. First time I saw a dredge, it wanted a deer I shot." Juno and Ivan approach. Juno says, "There may be a way out of this situation, a gamble to be sure, but we believe it's our only chance." Hakon says, "Gods, it's bad when a Valka option is the only option." Ivan says, "Worse than that. I can't promise everyone will make it." Juno gives Ivan a look. Let says, "So, what's your idea?" Ivan sighs. Ivan says, "With Juno's help, I think I can get us across the chasm. But it won't be easy, for me or the caravan." Juno says, "I need to help Ivan and calm these people so they are ready to march when he is ready." Juno says, "You need to keep this area clear of Dredge at all costs. If they..." The sound of a war horn cuts her off, and everyone turns to look. The Dredge assault begins. Ivan says, "Alette, Hakon, you know what to do." "It looks like the force you trained is roughly the size of the enemy's. This could go either way, but a victory here will protect most of your clansmen." Juno and Ivan move to the cliff's edge. Hakon, surveying the battlefield, says, "Some supply barrels could make a few barricades for defense. Otherwise, it'll be a straightforward assault." We have plenty of supplies. Yes, let's sacrifice some for barricades." Men in Varl begin moving barrels full of food and gear ahead of the fighters, but they look your way for confirmation. You realize these supplies will be ruined in the fight. We already committed. The barrels are barely rolled into place before the fighting begins. Boy. Let's bump Hakon out of there in favor of Mogr. Hmm? 2 of power, 2 strength. Take that. Yeah, let's go with this. Actually, maybe we should upgrade. Maybe? We have 38. Yeah, let's do it. Oof. Brought to level 6. Okay. Choose a second ability. Forge Ahead. Or Sundering Impact. It's even harder than an average warrior with no chance to miss. You can wreak havoc with an additional 1 strength. Also adds 1 break damage to the target, plus bonuses to heavy impact. Best used when carefully positioned to impact as many enemies around the target as possible. I think I'd rather have him do this one, because he's so far... He's usually in the back of the fight, right? Just having him do that, he's probably not going to... yeah. Forge Ahead. Huh? Oh. +1 armor per turn. That's interesting. %, chance to avoid strength attack. 30% bonus hit chance. This is all new too. So 2 points. We could put him there or that. Yeah, I did mean for Nightbot to be a moderator, but he's not doing anything, is he? I thought I had him all set up properly, but I suppose not. Let's do this for now. Another promotion? Seriously? Okay. Well, we only have 7 left, so let's just leave it. Make it a mod. Oh. Think I can do that? Stand by. Oh. Now that I'm looking in the viewer list, Nightbot's shot not showing up. It's fine. I'll deal with it next time. Thanks, Sierra. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. This, what the hell is that? Oh my god, rocks are floating in the air. These could actually screw with me as much as they could screw with them. Oh, that's Ivan doing that. Ivan and Juno are trying to lift the rocks. I see. Okay, let me try that. Ah, there we go. Thanks, Sierra. I don't know. I don't know if I can make good use of Gunnulf in this fight, but let's see. Mogre! Ooh, okay. Do this, do this. Oh shit, where the hell did you come from, dude? Oh my god! You must keep the dredge away. Yeah, we're working on it. Hell. Uh-oh. Ivan's doing something. Concentrate, Ivan. You're doing it! It's happening! It's alright. That's alright. Oh my freaking god. This is insane. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know how many. Shit. Yeah, you're right, Frankie. That's exactly what he's doing. Almost, but we still need more time. Okay, we're working on it. We're working on it. Nice. That worked. He knocked his own dude back. What the hell, man? Oof. Ouch. We there? Are we doing it? We did it? Come on. That should work. If we can clear away the dredge, we can proceed. Okay, so we gotta kill the rest of them. Ugh. No! Stay with us, man! Oh, Mogan's down! Okay, kill that one. Go to pillage mode. Let can, nope, not Let. A Nid can do the honors. We lost Mogan, though. Damn, that's a lot of kills. Damn, we lost a lot of people. Wartime leadership plus 3 renown. Okay. Juno walks onto the floating land, cradling a kid goat in one arm. She looks strained, but beckons to the families to follow. You shout for everyone to start moving, but the fighters and clansmen alike remain motionless. Large chunks of earth bobbing in midair like ships at sea has everyone unsettled. I should say so. Finally, Ivor takes the reins of a yacht loaded with a supply cart and walks out onto the first floating stone. It supports the load without issue. We go this way or the dredge kill us all! His words are punctuated by slingers, stones thudding into the ground only feet away. Men pick up their children and start running. Caravan animals squawk and bleat in the frenzy. Varl push through the crowd while others fight to follow in their wake. The frightened mob tramples a few and knocks a couple more from the ledge before everyone is strangely pacified. Even you feel a sense of calm settle your nerves. Jesus. This is crazy, man. The wounded and elderly struggle to make it onto the floating rocks, while fear of the bridge paralyzes the legs of others. The dredge give chase. crossing onto the bridge without hesitation. I think Alette's probably more worried about those who are struggling. A wrinkled varl near you spits and shouts, "We're not your beasts of burden, human. Carry them yourself." Suddenly, Hakon knocks over a supply cart, spilling its contents into the chasm. He silently scoops up the slowest clansmen, placing them in the cart. Ivor joins him, knocking back any dredge who get close. The cart is soon moving with only dredge left behind in the caravan's wake. You watch as the floating stones nearest the land tremble and drop back into the chasm, taking all standing there with them. The sight is terrifying, but you turn and urge the others to keep moving forward. My God. Feels like a platformer like Super Mario or something. How long is this chasm, Eyvind? Eyvind is growing visibly weaker. Meanwhile, many in the caravan are stunned by witnessing family members fall to their deaths. The effect is spreading. I think we just have to run at this point. Everyone look forward, move! While those immediately around you hasten their steps, others don't hear you at all and fall away as Eyvind's grasp wanes. Shit, I don't know if we're gonna make it. Where the hell are we going? We're going to the moon at this rate. The stones behind the caravan are falling faster than the ones rising in front. The rear clansmen are pushing forward in a panic. Bulwark shouts, "Knock some of those people over the edge before we all go down." People gasp and flee from him. "We are carrying too much," Ivor says. "We've got to get rid of something before that mender drops us all into the depths." You look around and see only people, food, and the massive cart the ravens are hauling. Only 2 of those are an option. I wish I knew what was in the cart. He's gonna say no anyway, that's just a waste of time. Let's just dump more food. The ones closest to the supplies look at you, bewildered. "We won't need food if you don't make it across," you shout. Slowly a couple of carts are unhitched and shoved over the edge. Eyvind's relief is almost instant and the bridge extends, giving everyone more room and time to move. Just a bit further, Eyvind. What's that? Eyvind's scream chills you as it echoes off the cliff of a mere 100 yards away. Again, the bridge shakes but stays together. When Juno looks at you, her lips are trembling. "This is killing him," she says, "and I won't let that happen." Her tone is dark and cold. Yeah, this was your plan, Juno. What the hell? "And we've done what we can," Juno says, "but Eyvind is the key to many things. Choose between the rest of your food or the people at the rear. All of your objections vanish." You turn to see Ruga and others from Borsgard at the back of the caravan. I don't think Alette could voluntarily put people to their deaths. The food, of course. "Thank you. We'll replace them in arms dollars," says Juno before returning to Eyvind's side. Supplies are dumped and the caravan moves forward. My God. Congratulations, you made it to this dump on the other side. Oof. Watch your step.
It's hard to believe we made it across that chasm. Now we find what's left of Ormsdalur. Once a great trade town at the fork of the Ormsau River. How many lives must have been lost here?
Looks like a few buildings might have made it. Really? Where? Oh, up here I see. Whatever caused that chasm completely destroyed this place. I'm betting serpent. From the massive Varl to the youngest human children, everyone is sapped from crossing the chasm. Tents are loosely strung up and gear is thrown on the ground as everyone falls asleep. You manage to post a few guards out of habit before sinking down against a crate, wrapping your cloak around you, closing your eyes. Your chest aches as if from a wasp sting. Feeling around for the cause of it, you look down between your leathery gray fingers running over a red stone breastplate. Gasping, you open your eyes to find your cloak still wrapped around you, no stone armor underneath. Must have been a dream. The caravan is still asleep, snoring more prevalent than usual. You're able to drift off for a bit more rest before facing the tasks of the new day. Okay, so we got our asses kicked, but we still managed to hold on to 18 days worth of supplies. That's not terrible. Two days of injuries. 3 days for Hakon. Let's rest for 3 days then. I think we probably need it after that. Okay. Ruins? Better let someone like me check out that place, Ekil says, grabbing your arm. Searching for whatever's left in the ruins on the side of a cliff could be dangerous. Though he joined you around Frostfeller, you've never been sure of his motivations. What do you mean by someone like you? He probably means somebody expendable. I'm guessing that's what he means, but let's ask him anyway. The throwaway type, yeah. Before you can say anything, he holds up a hand. There'd be no wet eyes around here if I went missing. That's a Fein fact. Can't say the same for you, though. Okay, take some others with you. Afraid I'll find something of value and run? He grins. It might have crossed my mind. He calls to a few others nearby, and they head off towards the collapsing structure. Ekil might be the opposite of Onef. A guy who seems crazy, but's actually decent. Later, you hear a building collapsing and more dust rising. Ekil and the others return, but he's in a foul mood. Fein idiots! Hiding out like that could have killed us all, and we got nothing to show for it. He storms past you. Damn do-gooders like you. I try acting that way, try saving them, and almost die for it. Who are you talking about? The guys that went with you, I guess? Ivor? Ivor stands stoically by Ivan's pallet, watching the unconscious Mender's breathing. Ivor says, it took a lot out of him. Lit says, I never want him doing something like that again. Ivor says, I'll let you tell that to the man who could pull lightning from the sky and lift rocks to form bridges. Impressive as his strength may be, you notice how the use of power taxed the Mender. He looks older. Lit says, where's Juno? I figured she'd be by Ivan's side. Just as Ivor shrugs, Oldleaf abruptly enters the room. Oldleaf says, good, you're here. It's the Ravens. They're trying to leave, and some of our people want to go with them. What? Why? Oldleaf says, we nearly went over a waterfall in ships and lost a lot of people following some Valka across floating rocks. I'm not saying any of that is your fault, but people are scared. Ivor says, if they've made up their minds to go, they'll leave whenever you're not looking. Woodleaf says, and the Ravens have been hoarding supplies this whole time. They're trying to take off with them. Juno and Hakon are trying to talk sense to Bulwark, so it's desperate. As you make your way to the door, you turn to look at Ivor. Ivor says, "Go. People should see you handle something like this without me around."
Now stand down, or you'll be missing more than your horns. Stand down, you son of a yacht!
Uh-oh. Damn. I can't calm him. His fury. Crap. Hey, here they are, just as I said. Okay. Damn, son. Bulwark's lost his mind. Take him down. Oh, we're already in the fight. Okay. Wait a minute, whose side are you on? This will get his attention. Wait. Who are you? What side are you on? Oh, you're on my side. What have you done? Okay. It worked! Bulwark, hear me! Yeah, you're right, Ciara. That's totally what this is. Clansmen chatter as Juno converses with the dazed Bulwark quietly. Hakon grabs your attention. Hakon says, "Get ready for a confusing conversation." Ursa? Oh, Ursa's back. We haven't seen her since the first game. That's right, she was Ludin's bodyguard. Okay. He motions to Ursa, one of Prince Ludin's bodyguards, who is wiping her pitch-covered hand with a rag on her way over to you. Hakon says, "Good timing, witch. How is it you're still alive?" Ursa says, "Tisk, tisk, Hakon. Me being a witch was our secret. I'd hate to have to poison you." Whoever this woman is, she just completely stunned two Varl within moments of each other. Rook knew who this woman was. No, Rook didn't. She left the caravan way back before Hakon's group and Rook's group joined up. Let's introduce ourselves. Ursa says, "You don't have to be a scholar to learn what others fear, girl." She gives you a curt smile before returning to the prince's tent. Hakon says, "Strange, that one." Let says, "Strange is how much effort it took to stop Bulwark." Hakon says, "I suppose no one told you he's a berserk. Probably the last of his kind after Einertoft." The Varl King laughs at your blank expression. He says, "Berserks lose themselves in the fight. They're as strong as cold bears and just as wild. Hard to say if they're a friend or foe in a fight." Let says, "King Hakon, do you..." Hakon says, "Enough with the king formalities. I've been Hakon before your Amma was alive, and it works just fine." Let says, "Sorry, Hakon. Do you mind telling me why two Varl leaders just tried to kill each other?" Hakon says, "I wasn't going to let him take our supplies without a fight. Caught him trying to take off with supplies he tucked away. Couldn't let it happen." Cool anger glistens in Hakon's eyes when he looks at Bulwark. Why does he want to leave? Hakon says, "It says you've been bad luck ever since arriving in Borsgard." It says, "Can't say I blame him for that." The two of you actually laugh for a moment. Hakon says, "I bet his main reason for leaving is just to be in charge again. Run jobs and keep his ravens in line. Like most of us, he's looking for something normal to grab onto." Let says, "Whatever his reason, I hate that some of ours are going with him." Hakon says, "We've done what we can for them." Enough supplies to last a couple days, I think. Let says, we've got a lot of mouths to feed. The ravens can make do with a couple days of food and live off the land afterwards. Hakon says, that sounds about right. You've got a better head than me for these things. Let says, now let's see what we can find and what's left of this place. Chapter 9. Cast the hone into the air. It's a hone. You glare at the clansmen and Varl settled among the ruins of Armstaller and feel the rumbling growl in your chest. Volka says, everyone will be ready to leave as soon as you start walking north. Bolvik says, I won't fall for that stupid fire trick again. Volka ignores your comment. So I'm Bolvik now? Crap, I hate this guy. Volka says, the new members from the other caravan will probably need a beating or two. Bolvik says, I think it was stupid of me to challenge Hakon. Volka says, not really my place to say. Bolvik says, since when has that stopped you? The shield maiden grins. She says, we could have at least waited to hear their plans first, then decided. Decided we'll find work in Bindal. I don't know anything about this dude. Why would... I don't know what to say. Yeah, she probably does play it too safe from Bolverk's perspective. Volka says, and your way just landed us on our asses. Bolverk says, we make it to Bindal, get a job, things get back to normal. We always survive. Volka says, and what about all those dredge? Bolverk says, if they make it across that chasm, it'll be war. War has always been plenty good for business. Volka smirks, but her face hardens as Juno approaches. Juno says, Bolverk, could I have a word with you? Volka says, haven't you said enough? Yeah, Bolverk's a jerk. What's keeping me from gutting you right here? Juno says, a job opportunity that only I can offer. Volka's eyebrows rise at the sound of work. Volka says, I'll finish packing. Bolverk says, what do you want? Juno says, I know your ravens need work. Without work and coin, that banner of yours is worthless. You step towards her, towering above the tall Valka, though she stands resolute. Juno says, in Borsgard we made an arrangement for you to protect this large cart until we were away from the dredge threat. Bolverk says, they're across the damn chasm. That job is done. Juno says, agreed. But the cart you've been hauling has become too troublesome. It needs to be sunk in the deepest waters around. You grunt in disgust. Bolverk says, Valka's secrets. Juno says, you would turn down the Mender Council's coin? So wait a minute. All along this cart has been described as the Raven's cart, but it's actually the Mender's cart? And we don't know what's in it? Even he doesn't know what's in it? What's in the cart? Juno says, if you needed to know, I would have told you. Suffice it to say, you have a Valka's oath for a great deal of coin once you've sunk that cart. The Blue River northwest of Bindal is my suggestion. Bolverk says, and if I just leave it in the woods somewhere? Juno says, I will know, as will the other Valka. Besides, the ravens always finish their jobs. That reputation means everything to you. You growl, but she's right. Bolverk says, fine. The raven's oath. It'll be done. Juno nods and walks away. Volka watches her leave and returns to your side. Volka says, now what? Bolverk says, now we have a job. So we're the ravens now, huh? We only have 2 days of supplies. Oh, crap. You sure could use some more supplies in our cart, Raven says, tightening his belt. Kinda miss having those other folks around. They might not have been worth a damn in a fight, but they knew how to track animals and spot berries just about anywhere. Others agree. Sounds like you need practice. Start hunting. You send the few ravens who laugh with him. Don't come back empty-handed, you add. Choice words are mumbled, but they follow your orders. 4 hours later they return, each holding nothing more than a small rodent. Two of them has split one. Volka shakes her head and says, pathetic. Okay, wait a minute. We're gonna camp for a second. Another bellower type thing. You could be right. The ravens. Let's look at the map here. So all we've done so far is this stretch of wood river here, from Borsgard to Ormsdaler. We crossed this chasm, and from here we're apparently splitting ways. The ravens are marching off toward Bindle, and I presume Alette and her group are going to continue on to Arborong. Not sure if they're going to go the road or the stream. Let's read up here on the region that we're in. Stromland. Rundwall was once a vast nation. The Civil War divided mankind, and a leader named Strom set out for the east, intent on creating a new kingdom there. The dream died with Strom, and the lands would become unified again, but the name stuck. This is Rundwall. The First Great War, men and Varl fought viciously for Rundwall's abundant farmlands and coasts, overflowing with fish. Only with the help of the Menders could Rundwall eventually become the home of Arborong, the capital of men, and Manahar, where the Menders would gather in council. What the hell's Manahar? I didn't see that. I'm missing it. Maybe Manahar is in Arborong? I don't know. Anyway, Bindal. Once named Blindradalar, this mining city is tucked into a valley at the foot of the Worm Scale Mountains. Much like the rock here, the name seems to have eroded into something smoother. It serves as an important pass between the human cities of the east and west, when it isn't shut down by blinding snowstorms. Are we going near the God's Reach Hills? The God's Reach Hills are not part of the Wormscale Mountains, though most people ignore this technicality. Few still use the name God's Reach, which at one time referred not to the size of the mountains, but to the depth of the rivers that run through them. Ormsa River, by far the longest river known to man or Varl, snaking around from Fiska Bay to Deepmont and back again to Zegerholm, then up into the Red River. It's largely debatable where one river ends and the other begins. I think I've already read that. Ormsdaler, I think we've read this too. As Strom led some of the first men east, Ormsdaler was one of the most important places they settled, nestled into the crook where the Ormsa River splits. If Borisgard and Ormsdaler were twins, Ormsdaler would be the righteous brother. Yeah. Ormsdaler is a righteous brother no more. He is gone. Well, I think this is going to be where we stop it. It is the top of the hour, and this is as good a place as any to end it, given that we don't know what to do next. Maybe try the training. Rest a day, sure, why not? Come back next time and see where we go with the Ravens. I didn't realize that this party was going to split, but given that the first game had split parties for a time, this kind of makes sense, I guess. It's consistent anyway. So, those of you in the chat who have stuck with me all this time, thank you very much for joining me this evening. Those of you catching up on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more Banner Saga 2 next week. Join me for stream, same time, Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time, U.S., 8 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S., 1 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. We do it for 3 hours, an hour and a half of Morrowind, an hour and a half of Banner Saga. Until next time, everyone, take care. Good night, Frankie. Good night, Ciara. I don't even know if anybody else is still around. I think it might just be the two of you. Walter's gone, I haven't seen Pumpkin King for a while. Metro's gone, I know that. Publican, I think Publican checked out as well. So, I'll see you next time, everybody. Take care. Thanks for watching.